me and my companion, Elder Baker at the time, were serving in South Bend, and we attended church one Sunday. And at church, there was this lady that we had never seen. I'd been there about 2 months at that point, and we'd never seen this lady. And she came in with her daughter, and they came to church, and they sat on the back row, and me and Elder Baker saw her, and we both kind of thought to ourselves, we need to go talk to her as soon as we can after sacrament meeting, just to find out who she is. So we did. We went and talked to her, found out that she was a member of the church. She hadn't gotten less active per se. She had a firm testimony, but she had married a man that was not a member of the church, and she just wasn't coming actively. So less active, yeah, but still a faithful member. Knew it was true. And that first time that we met her, she said, "I'd really like to invite you to come to my house for maybe a family evening to meet my husband, Philip." And we said, absolutely. And we got her number. We called and left a message. We never heard back from her. But we were preparing a zone meeting training for later that week. So on, I believe it was the Wednesday or Thursday of that week, we went to the library downtown so we could use their printer. As we were there, we were walking out of the library after being there for about an hour, and this gentleman stops us and says, "Hey," and it was a much more masculine voice than "Hey." It was "Hey, are you guys those Mormon boys that go around town and try and convert everyone to Jesus?" And we turned to him and we said, "We sure are. Who are you?" And we started to engage in conversation with him. And this was at first you couldn't tell. He was in a fireman's outfit, and we couldn't tell if he was going to be against us or if he was going to be willing, excited to listen to us and maybe using sarcasm or something like that. So as we turned to him and we started talking to him, we found out that this gentleman was that lady's husband. Philip Williams is his name. One of the most incredible men I've ever met in my whole life. And we started talking to him, and he said, "I'm a good man. I don't know. I'm a good man, and we'll see. I may listen to you. I don't know." He didn't really give us a whole lot. We saw his wife again after that at church, and she said, "Yes, I'd like you to come by for family meeting. I'll call you and let you know. We'll set it up." So anyway, we went out there to her home for family evening, and we taught a first discussion. Back then, I'm old, so back in 2001, late 2000, it would have been, anyway, I'll hurry. It would have been a first discussion. So we taught him the first discussion. The room was filled with the Spirit, ceiling to floor, the whole time. And as we taught about the apostasy and the restoration, we talked. We shared the Joseph Smith experience, where he saw a pillar of light, and he saw God the Father and Jesus Christ. And Philip felt the Spirit strong, but his response was, "Yeah, I feel warmth. I don't know. I need to think about it." We taught him about 2 other discussions, and just fell in love with this man. Just an incredible man, good family man, and he and I became very, very good friends. And Elder, at the time, I had a companionship change. It was Elder Conrad. Just developed a great relationship with him. Anyway. Elder Kikuchi of the 70 was scheduled to come out for a big regional conference, and he wanted all the recent converts and all the people that were investigating the church to come with the missionaries and have a missionary meeting. And this is around the time where they really were encouraging everyone to start teaching the apostasy and restoration, the first discussion, which I've been doing my whole mission because I've been directed that that's one of the most important things for people to see. Anyway, Elder Kikuchi, in this meeting, it was before this regional conference meeting, he invited me to come up and share the Joseph Smith experience. And as I shared it, I went fairly slow, and with all the energy in my soul, I shared it in a way where I felt like I was bearing testimony of the truth of it. And as I was sharing, I could see Philip Williams sitting there, and he just started bawling. And as soon as the meeting was over, about 20 minutes later, he came up to me and he said, "Elder Gregson, I'm going to get baptized in 2 weeks." That was amazing. I know this is the truth.